India's International Financial Services Center at Gift City is entering a transformative regulatory phase. With the notification of the IFSCA TechFin and Ancillary Services Regulations 2025, the regulatory ecosystem for technology-driven financial and support services has been unified under a single global standard framework. If you are a TechFin company, an ancillary service provider, a professional firm, or a global fintech looking to operate from IFSC, these regulations will directly shape your eligibility, compliance structure, and growth strategy. In this video, we will explain the regulations clearly, practically, and strategically, so you know exactly what they mean for you. The IFSCA TechFin and Ancillary Services Regulations 2025, commonly referred to as the TAS regulations, establish a consolidated regulatory framework for entities providing TechFin services, ancillary services, or a combination of both. From Gift IFSC earlier, these services were governed under separate frameworks, which often led to regulatory overlaps and ambiguity. The new regulations remove this complexity by introducing a single window authorization system that is globally aligned, transparent, and compliance-driven. This unified approach strengthens IFSC's position as a competitive international financial hub. The TAS regulations allow a wide range of entities to operate from IFSC. Eligible applicants include companies and LLPs incorporated within IFSC, branches of Indian companies, branches of foreign companies, and even partnership firms. However, partnership firms are permitted only if all partners are registered professionals such as chartered accountants, company secretaries, cost accountants, advocates, or other recognized professionals, and if they meet FATF compliance standards. This inclusive eligibility framework opens IFSC to global professional firms and technology-driven service providers. Entities already authorized under the earlier Ancillary Services Regulations or the fintech framework are not required to exit or reapply afresh. Instead, the TAS regulations provide a structured migration pathway. Such entities must obtain a fresh certificate of registration under the new framework within a period of 12 months from the commencement of the regulations. Failure to migrate within this timeline will result in the existing approval becoming invalid, making timely transition absolutely critical for continuity of operations. Once an entity receives in-principle approval from IFSCA, it is required to fully operationalize and comply with all regulatory conditions within a period of 180 days. This includes setting up offices, appointing key personnel, establishing systems, and meeting reporting obligations. Extensions may be granted at the discretion of IFSCA, but delays or non-compliance can expose entities to operational and regulatory risks. Strong governance is a central pillar of the TAS regulations. Every TechFin or ancillary service provider must appoint a principal officer and a compliance officer. Both officers must be full-time employees and must be physically based in IFSC. Their role is to ensure regulatory adherence, risk management, and coordination with IFSCA. This requirement significantly enhances regulatory oversight, transparency, and global credibility for entities operating from IFSC. All core operations under the TAS framework must be conducted in specified foreign currencies, reinforcing IFSC's global orientation. However, entities are permitted to maintain INR accounts exclusively for local administrative and operational expenses. Financial statements and regulatory reporting are primarily required to be maintained in US dollars, aligning IFSC entities with international accounting and reporting standards. Entities operating under the TAS regulations are subject to a structured fee regime. This includes a one-time registration fee, annual recurring fees, and additional conditional fees that may be linked to turnover or scale of operations. Fees can be paid either in US dollars or Indian rupees in accordance with the fee circulars issued by IFSCA from time to time. Understanding the fee structure early helps entities plan their financial compliance effectively. The scope of services covered under the TAS regulations is intentionally broad. In addition to traditional TechFin and ancillary services, technology platforms such as ERP systems, accounting software, tax technology solutions, compliance platforms, and support systems for banking, asset management, and treasury functions are also included. The key condition is that these services must be provided to IFSC entities or global clients, reinforcing IFSC's role as an international service hub. To facilitate smooth implementation, IFSCA provides continuous regulatory support to TAS providers. This includes access to informal guidance mechanisms, direct regulatory clarifications, and a dedicated division within IFSCA that handles TechFin and ancillary services. This proactive regulatory engagement reduces uncertainty and helps entities align their operations efficiently with regulatory expectations. The IFSCA TechFin and Ancillary Services Regulations 2025 are far more than a compliance framework. They represent a strategic opportunity for entities to gain global credibility, regulatory clarity, and long-term operational stability from GIFT IFSC. Organizations that understand the regulations early and act decisively will be best positioned to leverage IFSC as a global launchpad for growth. With the right advisory support and structured compliance approach, TES regulations can become a powerful enabler of international expansion. Moonsys and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup. Operational support and handling compliances, risk management, renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university BATF, and ancillary regulations, and fintech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA, comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network, scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.